Like any industry, data analytics has its own naming that can be confusing if you're unfamiliar with it. In this video, I'm going to break down 8 of the most common terms in data analytics that everyone should know. Whether you are a seasoned marketer or you're just starting out working with data, you'll love what is inside. Hey there, I'm Yevgen. You are at our Marketing Analytics with OboxBI YouTube channel where we speak all things about marketing, analytics, and data. It's your go-to source for crafting marketing and analytics strategies that power up your business growth. So, if you are all about making data, my friend, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the insights to drive better business decisions. With this being said, let's jump right in. Data silos represent independent data sources or data sets within an organization, not connected nor integrated into a central data system. Data that are not speaking to each other are called siloed. Sounds quite complicated? I know. Imagine every department in a company, sales, marketing, finance, operating in its own bubble, utilizing their own systems for data collection, storage, and analytics, completely isolated from each other. This scenario is extremely often in the business world, where data accumulates in various formats and locations from spreadsheets and on-premise databases, social media advertising platforms, Google Analytics, and other web-based services. The job of data analytics is to consolidate data from these disparate silos. And there are two choices here. Number one, employ analytical tools to query and merge this data from where it is into a single report, creating an ad hoc, unified view from different sources. If that's even possible based on the nature of your data. Or number two, migrate the data into a centralized location. This approach not only eliminates the inefficiencies associated with data silos, but also sets the stage for the more sophisticated data management strategies in the future, paving the way for the next steps in your data analytics journey. And this nicely bridges us to the next term, data warehouse. Data warehouse is the central storage for your organization's data. It's designed to store the data collected from various sources like social media ads, web analytics, sales from your CRM, emails, and basically anything else. Think of it as a massive library where instead of books, you are storing current and historical data from across your company's activities. This setup is really crucial these days for building data analytics processes right, as it streamlines data analytics by having all of the data in one place, ready for querying, visualization, and analysis. But here is the thing. Data is typically collected to the data warehouse in the raw, unstructured format, which brings us to the next term, raw data. Raw data, often referred to as a primary data, untouched and unrefined, containing all of the details captured by your data collection system from the data source. This could be everything, from advertising spend per campaign from Facebook ads, ad sets, keywords, user interactions on your websites from Google Analytics, records of the customer transactions from your sales CRM, click-through rates from an email campaigns, social media engagement patterns. Now we need to figure out how to get this raw data into a data warehouse or a database, or just the place where you will store it. And this is all about the next term, which is data collection. And something that you hear all the time is ETL. ETL stands for extract, transform, load, and it's the basic process in the data management cycle, especially when we're talking about working with raw data. Modern marketing analytics tools right now are focused more towards ELT strategy, extract, load, transform, and that's how we'll describe it in the next minute. This process involves 3 steps. First, data is extracted from various sources, which could be databases, CRM systems, advertising platforms, web analytics, or basically any other data-producing tools used within an organization. Next, it's time to load this data into a target system, which in most cases is a data warehouse, for example, Google BigQuery. Here, the data is stored in its raw format, but now it's easily accessible for querying, merging with the other data, and building reports, right from the inside of the data warehouse. Sounds interesting? We are getting to the data management processes that you need to have in place. Pause this video, check for the modern data management guide in the description below. My team has covered everything about how to build the data processes within the team right. It's free and it gives the complete understanding of the data flow. And why did I specifically mention BigQuery before, as an example where there are so many other tools out there? Well, because in my opinion, it's the best fully managed serverless data warehouse for marketing teams. And why is that? The reason is simple and straightforward. It's Google Analytics 4 and its native integration with BigQuery. First of all, Google Analytics 4 is not an all-in-one analytics system because it's not really an all-in-one. You cannot analyze ad campaigns performance over there. However, it is the most popular user behavior tracking system for the website analytics in the world. And now you have an ability to collect all of your website events data into BigQuery in close to real time. The beauty is that you don't have to pay extra except for data processing, and you are significantly improving your analytics capabilities over Google Analytics built-in reports. That makes BigQuery a must-have tool in the modern data analyst's toolkit for your marketing data. Okay, we've extracted the data from the data source and loaded it into a warehouse, for example BigQuery. But here's the thing. Each platform has its own data structure, different names of the fields, different order, different format of the figures, dates, or textuals. So before this data can be analyzed, it often requires two things. Number one, normalization and cleaning, because it might include duplicates, errors, or irrelevant information. And number two, merging, blending, attributing, and so many other tricks and tweaks to make the data speak to each other. It's not yet linked to other data. We need to get rid of the data silos we had discussed before. This is called data transformation, and that's the T from the ELT or ETL processes. Data transformation or data preparation is the process that converts your raw, unstructured data into a goldmine of actionable insights, into a dataset that is ready for analysis. Data transformation involves several key activities. Number one, cleaning the data to remove inaccuracies. Number two, normalizing the data formats for consistency. Number three, blending data from different sources together. For example, to get a table with all of the marketing campaign costs in a single report. Number four, merging different data sets with specific keys, for example, connecting the dots between the ad spend and conversion. And finally, preparing what's called a data mart for visualization. Customer segmentation, building marketing attribution models, creating cross-device user profiles. Those are just the scenarios of the data transformation. You don't need to have separate tools for running all of those activities. You can do it based on your data inside a data warehouse. Data transformation adapts your data into a format that is analysis ready, ensuring it aligns with your reporting needs, as well as your unique business model. And by the way, check out our guide on data transformation in the description below. This guide will walk you through the process from basic preparation techniques to more advanced methods for data manipulation. And that brings us to the next term, SQL, which stands for Structured Query Language. It's a language to communicate with databases. SQL is used to query databases and perform tasks such as aggregating data from different sources, filtering datasets to specific criteria, and joining tables to enrich datasets. For example, with SQL, you can quickly combine customer data with sales data to analyze buying patterns or segment user based on their activity. Diving into SQL can drastically change how you interact with your data routine processes, but especially when it comes to understanding and visualizing your KPIs. Now, speaking of KPIs, which stands for Key Performance Indicators, they are essentially the North Star for business aiming to measure their success against their strategic goals. KPIs are the metrics that matter the most to the business or department, providing a clear lens through which you can assess current performance and make smarter decisions going forward. Sure, They vary from business to business and even department to department within the same organization. For instance, while a marketing team might focus on the number of leads or orders and the return on the ad spend, the customer service might track the average handling time. If you want to find out which KPIs do you need to focus on within your business or within your team, watch my previous video where I go over the art and science of defining the right metrics to measure right here. The beauty of SQL is that it allows you to craft specific queries to pull those KPIs from your data pool. Whether you're looking to calculate your customer lifetime value, track your monthly recurring revenue, or analyze the effectiveness of your latest marketing campaigns, SQL queries helps you extract these insights efficiently. Next up, we have a dashboard. Dashboards are the visual representation of all of the data analytics processes we've discussed. They are dynamic, interactive reports that provide a comprehensive, automatically updated view of your business's KPIs and other critical metrics. This word automated. It what sets dashboard apart from a traditional static report, which is typically more detailed narrative but lacks a live function or detailed connection between the data points. Dashboard is the control panel for your business performance that is updated continuously as the new data flows in. With tools like Google Looker Studio, Power BI, or Tableau, you can connect your data directly from the centralized data warehouse we talked about before and visualize your data through charts, graphs, and indicators. Remember, it's very important to use those visualization tools for the data within your warehouse, not just try to blend them inside this visualization tool. And this makes it easier to monitor your business's health, spot trends as they develop, and make smart business decisions faster. That's it from me for today. If you're interested to know more about data analytics, business intelligence, and data, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon in the next videos.